Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. So, in today's revision class, we will revise about Roman numerals. Means we will discuss those seven alphabets, seven English alphabets given by Romans to write Roman numerals. Also, we will be discussing about rules, some basic rules, some basic principles for reading as well as writing Roman numerals. And after that, I'll be sending assignment consisting of two questions, in which in one question I'll give to write Roman numerals, and in one Roman numerals will be given and you will write Hindu Arabic numerals. So let us start. Now here you can see Roman numerals is written, and Roman numerals are written using the letters of the English alphabet that I told you. Seven English alphabets we have representing seven Hindu Arabic numbers. Right here on the screen you can see we have seven alphabets, and to write Roman numerals, we have only these seven alphabets. Except this, we cannot use any of the English alphabet. So, you can see here, one is representing by the alphabet I. You all have to speak it after me, okay? Then, 5 is representing by the English alphabet, that is V. Then we have 10 representing letter X. Then we have 50. 50 is representing by the alphabet L. Then we have 100. It is representing by the letter C. Then we have 500 and it is representing by the letter D, and at last we have 1000, and for this English alphabet is M. That means we have these seven numbers: 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500 and 1000, representing English alphabets that are I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Basically here you can see that counting has been started from 1 for representation, right? That means there is no English alphabet, means there is no symbol for writing 0. So that we will be reading, we will be discussing in the rules that how we are going to write down the number in Roman numerals, the number which is greater than 10. Okay, so let us have a look on the 4 basic principles for reading as well as writing Roman numerals. Now here you can see a letter repeats its value that many times, means if you want to write 30, then what you will do? You can repeat the same letter 3 times, but you cannot repeat it 4th time. 3 is the maximum limit. Means here you can see example having triple X, that means 30, right? But here to write 40 you cannot write 4 times X, because 3 is the maximum limit to repeat this alphabet, that is X, right? Similarly we have C. So CC is equal to 100 plus 100, because the value of C we have read, that is 100. So 100 plus 100, that is 200, and a letter can be repeated maximum 3 times. So here we have seen the letters, that is X and C, plus we have this in the box that V, L and D cannot be repeated. V, L and D cannot be repeated. Repetition of X and C we have seen, but V, L and D cannot be repeated means we cannot repeat them. They will be written only single time. Okay. So now let us move towards the rule number 2, and that is, if a letter of smaller value is written after a letter of greater value, then we add the value of the two letters. Means if a letter of smaller value is written after the letter of greater value, let us understand this with these examples. Now the very first example is 12. So it is XII. Now here you can see that among X and I, X is having greater value because X is representing the number 10, whereas I is representing the number 1. So this rule is saying if the value of smaller alphabet is written after the greater one, then you will add. So here XII, that means 10 plus 1 plus 1, that is 12. Similarly, in the next example, you can see here we have LII. Again, value of L is 50. So 50 plus 1 plus 1, that is 52. Right. And in the third example, we have again 50 plus 10 plus 10, that is 70. So these Hindu Arabic numerals are from that table only, means with those group of 7 numbers, 7 alphabets. And here at last we have MCC, that means M is 1000, then we have C is 100, and again it is 100, means the value of 1200. So here we have learnt that if the smaller value is written after the greater value, then we will add to get the number. Now move towards the third rule, and third rule is just opposite. Right. Third rule is just opposite from the rule number 2, because here in this rule a letter of smaller value is written before a letter of greater value. In previous point it was after the greater value, and in this it is before the greater value. Then we subtract the value of the smaller letter from the value of the larger letter. So because it is just opposite from the second one, so in this case what we will do, we will subtract smaller value from the greater one, because it is written to the left of the greater value. This also we can better understand by these examples that you can see. Here we have Ix, that is 10 minus 1, 9. X is having the value 10 and I is written to the left of it having 1 as a value. So it is 9. And then we have 4, 5 minus 1. Then we have XC, 100 minus 10, that is 90. So here you can see that we are subtracting smaller value from the greater one, because it is written to the left of the English alphabet. Then we have CM, and CM is written as 1000 minus 100 is equal to 900. Right. Now move on to the last rule that is written. While expressing numbers greater than 10, the numbers must first be broken into tens and ones. This, right. Now in this case, if you want to express the number as Roman numeral and that number is having the value more than 10, so what you will do? You will first break the number into tens and ones. Means on the screen you can see here we have two examples. one is 14 and other is 18. Both these numbers are greater than 10. So, to represent 14, what is done? 10 plus 5 minus 1, or you can just break it as 10 plus 4, because you can write 10 also and 4 also. 4 is IV. 5 minus 1, because it is following the rule that we have read, that we will subtract smaller value from the greater one. Similarly, in 18, 10 plus 5 plus 3, again we can break 3 into 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is why triple I is written here, right? And this we have read that a letter can be repeated maximum 3 times, right? And the letters that cannot be repeated are V, L and D. I hope this concept of Roman numerals is clear to everyone now. Okay, so for your revision, I am giving you 2 questions that I have already told that I will be giving you. So now I am sending, just write, think about the rules, think about the Roman numerals, means these alphabets, and then just attempt your assignment, and then after send back your answers to me. Thank you.